You probably think that you know what your accident case is worth, but I'm willing to bet that you're only counting one type of damage. You see, most people in Florida look at the other driver's insurance and think, they'll fix my car and pay a couple of my medical bills. Done. But that's exactly how insurance companies want you to think, because it lets them ignore whole categories of money you're legally entitled to. In this video, I'm going to break down every major type of damage you can recover for your injury after a crash in Florida. Medical bills, future treatment, lost wages, loss of earning capacity, pain and suffering, and a few most people have never even heard of. By the end, you'll be able to look at your own case and see instantly whether the offer on the table is fair or a complete lowball. Let's get into it. There are three main buckets of damages in a typical Florida accident claim: economic, non-economic, and in rare cases, punitive damages. I'll hit each one quickly so you can plug your own situation into this framework. First, economic damages, the stuff you can put a receipt on. These are the easiest to understand and the ones insurance companies pretend are the only damages that exist. First is your medical expenses, and that's not just your ER bill. It's urgent care, follow-up visits, MRIs, injections, surgery, physical therapy, chiropractic care, prescriptions, plus any future treatment your doctor reasonably expects you'll need. Second is lost income. If you missed work at Amazon in Ruskin, at Tico, or at a local Apollo Beach business, you can claim the wages, tips, and bonuses you lost. If you're self-employed, we'll look at your tax returns and profit and loss statements to show the drop in your income. Third is loss of earning capacity. This is one people almost always miss. If you can still work, but you can't work as much, or you had to take a lower paying job because of your injuries, the law allows you to recover for that long-term difference. Think of economic damages as everything that can go into a spreadsheet. Your job and your lawyer's job is to make sure every legitimate number actually makes it into that sheet. Second are non-economic damages, the part the adjuster hopes you forget. This is where most lowball offers hide the ball. Non-economic damages cover the human side of the injury: pain and suffering, the day-to-day pain in your neck, back, shoulder, or knee. Inconvenience and loss of enjoyment of life. These are the hobbies you can't do, the vacations you cut short, and the sleep you're losing. Emotional distress, anxiety, depression, fear of driving after a bad crash. And finally, loss of consortium, the way your injuries affect your relationship with a spouse. There's no receipt for any of that, but in many cases, this category is worth far more than the medical bills themselves. Here's the trick. Insurers love using a one-size-fits-all formula. 3 times the meds, 2 times the meds, or whatever their internal spreadsheet says. That has nothing to do with you. Your lawyer's job is to tell your story in a way that shows how your life in Apollo Beach, Riverview, or Palmetto looks different now than it did the day before the crash. Third, punitive damages. This is the punishment category. Punitive damages are rare, but they're worth understanding. These are not about compensating you. They're about punishing the other driver for intentional or grossly reckless conduct. Think of extreme DUI, street racing, or someone deliberately trying to run another car off the road. Florida and most states put extra legal hurdles and caps around punitive damages, so they don't apply to most cases. But when they do, they can significantly increase the value of a claim and send a message that this kind of behavior won't be tolerated. So how do you use this? Well, if you're sitting there in Apollo Beach with an offer in your inbox, here's a quick checklist. Does the offer cover all past medical bills and what your doctor says you'll need in the future? Does it replace not just your missed paychecks, but the impact on your ability to earn going forward? Does it fairly reflect what you've gone through physically and emotionally since the crash? And finally, if there was drunk driving or really outrageous conduct, has anyone even looked at whether punitive damages are on the table? If you can't answer yes to those, there's a good chance the number you're looking at is designed just to close your file, not to make you whole. If you've been in a crash anywhere in the Tampa Bay area and you're trying to figure out whether your offer is fair or what your case might really be worth, don't guess. My firm is based in Apollo Beach and we review these offers every day. If you'd like to discuss your case, I'm happy to do that for free. Just give me a call or visit my website at calljimthelawyer.com. And if you're wondering if there's anything that you can do during your claim that will increase the amount the insurance company may be willing to offer you, check out this next video to learn 5 simple things you can do to increase your personal injury settlement. See you there.